You work hard, you provide, and you're building the life you always dreamed. But somehow the person that you love the most feels the furthest away. Maybe you've heard her say that you're always busy, or maybe the conversations seem forced, or maybe you're realizing that the success that you're building right now is costing you your marriage. But I have great news. You don't have to choose between your success and a thriving marriage. In this video, I'm going to show you how to reconnect with your spouse and create a sustainable success where you don't have to sacrifice either. So let's get right into this video. This video was birthed out of a question that I received from Jeremy from Florida. And he writes this. He says, Coach, my success is ruining my marriage. How do I reconnect with my spouse? He also wrote, I've built everything I dreamed of, yet the person I love the most feels like a stranger. How do I fix this without losing what I've worked so hard to build? Great question, Jeremy. A lot of entrepreneurial men, executive men, high level or highly successful men feels this. And I wanted to create this video with some points so that can help you begin to understand the importance of developing sustainable success. A success that's holistic where you're not sacrificing your family. But before I get into that, let me go ahead and go over 3 misbeliefs a lot of men have when it comes to success in marriage. The first misbelief is this: once I reach a certain level of success, things at home will get better. That is a misbelief. Here's the truth. Success doesn't automatically fix relations. Let me say that again. Success doesn't automatically fix relationships. It magnifies what's already there. Connection requires daily intention, not just future promises. So a lot of entrepreneurial men or highly successful men believe that I have to dedicate the bulk of my time and energy into developing my success. And then once I reach this a level of success, then it should be able to bring the best out of my marriage. But my friend, if you focus so much on success entrepreneurially or success in your career and your family and spouse is in the rear, then man, they might just disappear. That's why you got to draw near. That's why it's important for you to say, hey, I got to make sure that all of my life is scaling. My friend, if your business is the only thing scaling, you're going to bring hell into your life. So you have to scale your marriage, your family, your relationship with God. Everything has to scale because success one-dimensionally is not success. Success is holistic. And so right now, if your spouse is in the rear, somebody else is going to get her. And so you got to think, hey, I can't wait till I reach a certain level of success and then expect that to fix my relationship. Because let me tell you something, money can't fix communication issues. We're talking about a good woman. We're talking about a good spouse. We're talking about a good woman in your house. We're talking about someone that is a God-fearing, that loves the Lord, and who understands what is required for relationships to succeed. So success doesn't automatically fix anything. The second misbelief is this: my spouse just doesn't understand my drive. I'm going to say it again. The second misbelief is that my spouse just doesn't understand my drive. But here's the truth. They don't need to match your ambition. Let me say it again, fellas. They don't need to match your ambition. My wife doesn't match my ambition, but she matches the mission. She matches the vision. And she doesn't make YouTube videos or write books, but how God has wired her, I can't expect her to do what I do. That's why you haven't seen us do videos together on YouTube and tell her that you have to be up every day at this time and do this and do that. No, that's not how she's wired, and that's fine. But if you try to rewire what God has already wired, then you'll be fired from a marriage. So your spouse doesn't have to understand your drive, right? And because some men are overly driven. Maybe your drive is faster and unnecessary and not how God designed for you and I to be driven. It says they don't need to match your ambition. but they do need to feel valued in your journey. See, my friends, you have to understand that women are built different. Wives are built different. And they have to feel valued. They have to feel seen. They have to feel like they have a seat in the drive. They have to feel like they have a seat in your ambition. And if they don't feel valued in the journey, and they don't feel like that your business or whatever it is that you're developing, if she feels like that comes before her, then you're going to ruin what you're building. It says true partnership isn't about the same goals. It's about feeling prioritized. And my friend, no matter how you feel, no matter what you think, as an entrepreneur, as an executive, as a high-level man, you have to understand that she has to come before your business. She has to come before. Now, if you pick the wrong one, then you just got to ask for God's mercy. And that's what people have to understand. God's grace is given for the race. We talk about grace when it comes to giftings and talents and skills and missions and visions that God gives. We're not talking about the grace for your salvation. We're talking about the grace to give you the unmerited favor and the supernatural flow to do what you do. But if you married the wrong one, now you got to deal with mercy. Now you got extra work on your hands. But if you have a great woman at home and you know she's solid, she has to be put before that, right? Because if not, whatever you're building is going to self-destruct. The third misbelief that may cause a lot of successful men to feel like, hey, coach, I don't know about this. The third misbelief is I don't have time to focus on my marriage right now. My friend, listen to me. Whatever you don't make time for, you're going to wish you made time for. Let me read. The truth is this. You make time for what matters the most. The cost of neglecting your relationship is far greater than the time it takes to nurture it. A thriving marriage fuels itself. It doesn't compete with it. Hear what I'm saying? You have to make time. And they understand she married you. She signed up. She knows what comes with your career. She knows what comes with your business. There's a lot of women that can understand if they're allowed to stand with. If they're able to stand with and feel like that you're not minimizing the standard and not operating in accordance to how the Word of God designed for us men to operate, then you're going to make time. Because a lot of entrepreneur men that I have coached, they come to me about relationship issues a lot because they're like, man, coach, I'm successful, but I feel like my wife is far away. And then I give them some tools to help them, but I help shift their misbeliefs because they feel like they have no time. Yo, you have to make time. Or you're going to, in 10 years or 15 years, when those divorce papers slide in front of you, or you feel the distance between you and her, and she wants out, and then you have a 24,000 square foot home, 10,000 square foot home, 5,000 square foot home, and you don't hear the sounds of family. That's why I make time for my family, because I've heard the horror stories. I've heard from men where they had all the money and have big houses, and their houses are silent because the woman that made the home is no longer there. So the first misbelief is once I reach a certain level of success, things at home will get better. That's false. The second misbelief is my spouse just doesn't understand my drive. That's false. And number 3, I don't have time to focus on my marriage right now. Let's talk about real quickly 3 steps. I'm going to give you value, Jeremy, and all the men that resonate with this. I'm going to give you some value so that you can reconnect with your spouse today. Because what profits a man if he gains the whole world but loses his spouse, loses his family? All right. So the first thing, or 3 steps to reconnect without sacrificing your success. Ain't that great? That you can reconnect with your spouse and not lose what you've built. Let's get to the first thing on how you can reconnect with your spouse without sacrificing the success that you've built so far. Number 1, prioritize presence over proximity. Let me say it again. Prioritize presence over proximity. Let's read. Being around, hear me, isn't the same as being present. I counsel a lot of young people, and they say that their dad is in the house, but their dad is not in the home. See, the home is invisible. The house is what's visible. So you provided the house. You have the spouse and you have the children, but you're not present in the home. You're in the proximity within the house, but you're not present in the home. There's a big difference. You have to be home. Home is a vibe. Home is a feeling. Home is intangible and unseen, but the heaviest thing felt. Whether your absence is felt or your presence is felt. So that's something to think about. So being around isn't the same as being present. Family, you have to understand that God has packaged inside of you as a presence that was meant to be presented in a present moment. Right now, I am the only present that my wife can unwrap and receive a husband from. My daughter, I am the only present that she can go to unwrap and receive in her presence a father. When I'm not around, they're missing out on the presence of my presence. So don't just be around, be present, be involved. Be emotionally available. Be interested. Be in tune. Invest in what they love to do. I wrote, set daily uninterrupted time with your spouse. Just 30 minutes can rebuild your intimacy. Just 30 minutes. When you come home, but while you in the car, take 3 deep breaths. Watch something funny. Listen to something funny on the way home so that you can enter into a lighter mood. And then when you get in the house, be with your spouse. 30 minutes can really increase the intimacy in your home. Number 2, redefine success. Hear me, together. You, my friend, have to redefine success. Not you by yourself. We're talking about you and her. Ask her, what does a successful marriage look like to her? What is a successful home like to her? Let's read. Success isn't just business wins. Okay, success isn't just business wins. Align on what a fulfilling life looks like for the both of you and create shared goals beyond work. I'm going to say that one more time. I'm going to read it again. Success isn't just about business wins. Are you winning at home? Fellas, are you winning at home? Are you winning eternally? Are you winning in the kingdom? If you're not winning at home and you're not winning in the kingdom, you're losing. Don't get consumed in the world's variation of success, because the world's version of success is one-dimensional. And a lot of men will sacrifice their spouses, sacrifice their family, and create a career for the people in the Colosseums and the people in the marketplace, and their families suffer. You see it all the time. Even LeBron James says in order to be great, you have to sacrifice your family. That's a lie. Look at Kobe. Kobe for 20 years sacrificed for his family, and because he was a good guy in his heart, he was getting invested in his daughter's life. But 20 years for us, 2 years for her, and they pass away. And that don't let that be you. Greatness on the world's terms says you have to sacrifice your family for success, and that's a lie. Where you believe that you sacrifice your family for success and then let them benefit from the rest. Have them benefit from the money, but your children want you to be there. Your spouse wants you to be there. So success isn't just about business wins. Are you winning at home, and are you winning in the kingdom? Align on what a fulfilling life looks for the both of you. Have you had that conversation with her? Have you had that conversation where you said, okay, what does success look like for you, babe? Ask for feedback. Ask for a rating. Ask her, give me an honest 5-star rating of me. Am I 2.5 stars? Am I 3 stars in this quarter? Am I operating at a high level as a restaurant? How's my customer service? How's my spousal service? How am I? Get honest feedback, and then don't allow your ego to get in the way. Ask honest questions so that you can adjust, because, my friend, if you don't align to God's original designs, you're gonna fumble the assign. You are not going to be able to fulfill your assignment if you're out of alignment of how God designed it. Let me say that again. You're not going to be able to fulfill your assignment as a husband, your assignment as a father, if you're out of alignment on how God designed it. God has an original design for husbandhood. He has an original design for fatherhood. And if any area of your life is out of alignment of how God designed it, you're not going to be able to handle your assignment. So you got to think, hey, what does success looks like with us? Have that conversation and create shared goals beyond work. Now, last but not least, lead with love, not just logic. Lead with love, not just logic. Don't treat your marriage like a business problem. Let me say that again. This was the area where I struggled early, because I'm logical. I'm highly intellectual. Like my brain is just like that. And when I came home, I tried to solve my marriage issues logically. I tried to fix it like it was a business problem, right? I said, don't treat your marriage like a business problem like I used to. Listen. Validate and show love in ways that matter to what? Her. Not how it matters to you, not how you think it logically matters, how it matters to her. She is not a business. She is your business, but she's not a business. Big difference. She's your business. That means where you're supposed to handle your business at home. But she's not a business. I hope that makes sense. What I'm basically trying to say is she's not a business problem. She is a human being. And you have to love and lead with love and not logic. My brothers, I hope this answer benefited you. If this video resonates with you and you are an entrepreneur, you're an executive, you are a high-level, highly successful man, but you know that you're suffering in your relationships, I have a couple of resources that I think will be a benefit to you. First, check out my book, The Purpose of Relationships. It's going to teach you how to better relate in a relationship. Even if you're a lady watching this right now, get the book for yourself too, because we got some entrepreneurial ladies out there as well that may be experiencing this. But of course, Jeremy wrote this, and I did this video angled at men, but women too are neglecting their marriage because of their success. But that book, The Purpose of Relationships, will be a great book for you. Also, if you need a little bit more assistance, and you like, coach, I need some coaching, I need some mentoring, click the link in the description box below, my mentorship link. Message me. We'll get on the phone this week and we'll figure out how I can help you go from being successful one-dimensionally and being successful holistically, where you have a sustainable success without sacrificing your marriage or your business, ministry, or career. So if this resonates with you and you got value, reach out to me. Get that book, The Purpose of Relationships. Also get that book, Multi-Purpose. It's going to teach you about your purpose is multi-dimensional. It's multi-layered. It's not just one thing. You have to understand the purposes of everything and every role and every responsibility you hold in order for you to hold success in life. I look forward to serving you, and I pray those resources are a blessing to you. Thank you so much for watching my video. I pray that it was a blessing to you. If this video resonated with you, make sure you check out the links in my description box below, links to my books, card games, coaching programs, as well as my school community. And also make sure you like, share, and comment on this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I look forward to serving you on the next video. I love you all. Catch you in the next one. Peace.